Hi, I'm gonna try this. We'll see. Just gonna put this out there. You know who is not asleep this afternoon and she usually wants to get in the middle of these things, so we'll try. I am going to try and do a full face for you minus my eyebrows. I already put makeup on today and took it off, so I'm gonna just put everything back on a little bit differently than I did this morning, and then show you some of the tips or tricks that I've learned along the way on how to put on my makeup. So please join me. We are first going to start off with the Glorious Touch Primer, which I am going to put all over my face. You only need a small amount. I put about maybe a little more than half a pea size on. I rub my fingers together, and then, I mean, there's no specific way to put it on. You just kind of stick it on. And then you rub it in. It makes your skin look really, or feel really silky. But it just helps keep your makeup in place all day. My bags are especially dark today because I did not get a lot of sleep last night, so the concealer will do a lot. I'm also going to go ahead and put some of my new eye primer on too, because that also helps keep my concealer and eyeshadow in place. It's magical stuff. Magical. And you actually need even less than the other. So just a really small little bit. And then I rub that between my fingers. And I just dot some underneath and then on the top and rub it in. So, I saw a woman yesterday doing a eyeshadow look that was wintry, so I'm going to try and do my own kind of wintry look with our new anniversary palette. So I'm actually going to end up using the Splurge Cream Shadow in Whimsical, which is, hello. And then I'm also going to use the new Addiction Anniversary palette in Immense. So it's this dark blue sparkly one. Now my mom was over here yesterday helping me out with Millie, and she's like, I don't like my new palette. I hate it. It's not what I wanted. It's not anything like I thought it would be. And I said, did you use it with your cream shadow? She goes, no. And I said, you need to use it with your cream shadow. That's what it was designed to do. Also, these are black based shadows. These four right here are black based shadows, so they're not going to look like regular shadows would because they've got a dark undertone. So you have to know how to use it with the cream shadow to help bring those lighter sparkly pieces out, okay? So that's set in. Okay, and I'm going to be using the liquid foundation in Taffeta. A liquid gold, they call it. It's so great. It's nice and light, and it doesn't cake, and it doesn't get thick or gooey. And I'm also going to use our powder concealer brush. It's our dual-ended brush that helps put powder and concealer on, and I am in love with this brush. I started out with the foundation brush, which is also really great. It's really dirty because Millie's been playing with it. But I actually got that, and I'm even more in love with that one. So I just put, it comes in a dropper, so I put a drop or two on my finger, and I put it around my face. And I may put a little extra on just because I've got some darkness that I don't normally have when I have nice sleep. So you could probably typically wear 4 or 5 drops that and be totally fine. Okay, so I'm going to take my big end and I'm just going to kind of blot that around. And then I'll just circle it in. It's super soft, and it makes it distributes all the product really evenly, so it's really nice. It's soft, and you can use it for powder too when I'm done with this, because all of our liquid concealer dries to a powder, and so it doesn't matter that you used it for this first, because you can use it again once it dries, so it's like literally not a big deal at all. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna wait to do my concealer until after we get done with my eye makeup, because if there's any fallout, I can just cover it right up with concealer and it's no big deal. So everybody around here is in a nice dreary day. I mean, it's warmer than it typically is, but it's kind of overcast. It's not so great. Anybody else have some great weather? Make me jealous. Alright, so I'm going to start with a transition color on my eyelid. And I'm going to use, it's kind of a toss-up. I think I'll use, you know what, I'm going to use our color from the anniversary palette. I'm going to use Devout from the palette. It's kind of a shimmery silver gray, you know, almost like a slate gray. And I'm going to take our blending brush. I'm just going to lightly dip that in there and grab a little bit of that color, you can't even see it, and just kind of put it right there in the crease. That's a little dark for a transition, but that's okay. We'll blend that bad boy out. When you use this as a transition, you want to put the bigger end of the brush right here and kind of do small circles and then pull it in using a window wiper kind of motion. And depending on how, like if you're doing this look for a nighttime look, you can make it bold, you can make it a little darker. We'll kind of see how this turns out. Because it's the anniversary palette, it'll probably be a little darker than what you're used to for a daytime look, so we'll go ahead and say that maybe it's a nighttime look, but all in all, it'll be pretty. Okay, so we've got that on there. I'm going to get my cream shadow brush. And I'm going to put my splurge on. Again, this is kind of a blue. It's got some sparkles in it too. It's nice and soft. I love this stuff, so great. When you put this on your eye, you're going to want to put it on the bottom part, from your crease down to your lash line, okay? And you're going to dab it on because this goes on as a cream but dries again as a powder, and if you Sorry, I gotta use my mirror. I can't see that far away. If you try and swipe like you normally would with an eyeshadow brush, it will ball up. So you have to dab it. See how pretty that blue is? Maybe this will brighten up my afternoon drearies. And I'm gonna stop short. Hi, how are you? Hey Jamie, hi Kelly. Okay, so I have hooded eyes, so I come above just a little bit above my crease because you wouldn't see it if you didn't. Hello. So I'm just going over some of the eyeshadow. I'm kind of doing a full face video today, and I wanted to show the anniversary palette and what that bundle comes with. So I'm going to dip it in my Whimsical, and I'm just going to pat it on from right above the crease down to my lash line. And I didn't put it all the way to the corner because I'm going to put something else in the corner. What time is it in Germany, Kelly? It isn't. This is my new winter look. We'll see how it goes. It's fun. It will not look like this at all when we're done. Over the last, I don't know, month or so, I've decided to kind of come out of my shell a little bit with the colors that I use on my eyes. And I've always stayed away from blues and greens, even though my hair is really dark and my eyes are hazel. You're supposed to be able to wear those colors. Well, they usually make me look like death. But what I found is with the Younique's colors, they do not. And so I've pushed the envelope in my comfort zone, and it's turned out to be kind of good. It's almost 8. Ooh, a glass of wine sounds really good. And I know it's only like 1 o'clock here, but I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna take my crease brush, which has really dense, kind of more coarse bristles. And excuse me, and I'm going to, I'm going to blend this out a little bit into my lid. Just so there's no harsh lines. Okay, so I blended those out a little bit. And now I am going to take my deluxe brush and I'm going to dip it lightly in the Immense, which is the new anniversary color palette. It's more the bluish, it's almost purple. Maybe I should use, I'm just going to go with what I originally thought. I'm going to use Immense, which is, I think it looks blue here, but I think it may end up being more purple. But we're going to try it. Make sure my brush is clean. And our colors are extremely pigmented, so you won't need very much at all, okay? And again, you're just going to dab your brush in there, tap a little bit of it off. You see that? And you're going to pat it on top of where I put the cream shadow, okay? This is the trick. This is what people aren't totally clear on when you do this. You're going to tap it on You see that? It's still pretty blue. I think we went too dark with our transition card, but it's okay. We'll make it work. It'll be beautiful. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Okay. It's kind of hard. You can tell that it's a black base shadow. And it's sticking really well to my cream shadow really, really well. So I'll do the other side. Just dip it in a little bit, tap it off, and then dab, dab, dab. I say that a lot. Dab, dab, dab. So yeah, this will be more of a nighttime look. I'll just be ahead of the game for Taco Tuesday tonight at the Legion. Every Tuesday, my family and I, we go to my in-laws, and which is about 10-15 minutes away from where we live here. And we stop at the Legion, which is a local place here in town, and they have Taco Tuesdays. And I can buy tacos for my entire family minus Millie, because she won't eat them. Both my mother and father-in-law, my husband, myself, and my son for $13.25. And it feeds all of us minus Millie, my 2-year-old, because she's super picky. It's an incredible deal. Oh, Kelly, I wish you lived here. I would put this on you and you would be like, oh my goodness, you could totally do this. Totally. Okay, I am going to blend this out so it's not quite so dark. That's, Kelly, here's the thing, girlfriend. We need to push boundaries. We're 40. We know who we are. Have a little fun with it. There's nothing wrong with having a bold eye. You won't look like a streetwalker, I promise. You can do it. Tacos, yeah. We just recently got Declan to eat tacos. It's kind of an incredible thing because both my kids are oh so picky. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my crease brush again, and I'm going to put some of the Beaming, which is the lightest color in the palette. It's kind of like a... My light in here is so not good. Okay, Kelly. 40 in February. That's pretty close. You baby. Okay, so I'm going to put Beaming. It's a very subtle kind of a shimmer, but it's like a light pink. I'm going to put that up here under my brow. I'm going to put this color in the corner of my eye too. I'm going to smooth that out with the blending brush a little bit. We can brighten that up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to smooth that out a little bit so it's not quite so in your face. Now I'm going to put some concealer on underneath my eyes so I don't have any more circles. Any questions so far? Do you like it or not so much? Some people are like, yay, anniversary palette, and some people are not quite so. They're more like you, Kelly. They're a little more hesitant, but there's no reason to be too hesitant. You can wear them as light or as dark as you want. Okay, I'm going to take my Skin Perfecting Concealer, and it is in Velour, and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to take, of course I didn't bring the brush. I'm just going to take my finger, because I don't have the brush that I usually use with me, and I'm going to dab it underneath my eyes in kind of a triangle shape. I got some of my Christmas shopping done today. Have you guys gotten any of yours done yet? Feeling pretty good about it. Okay. I'm also going to put a little bit right here. Nope. Well, I just started, girl, so a little bit right there, a Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin, just to kind of highlight those little areas. Just, it's okay, just pick them up. Uh-oh, she sees me. This might not be good. Alright, so now I'm going to take the other end of my dual-ended brush, and since it sat there and it's supposed to warm up to your skin a little bit before you smooth it out, I think we're probably good. I'm just going to kind of smooth this out here. I'm going to kind of sweep this underneath my eye. And kind of clean that up a little bit. Now, I could probably get away with wearing this to work, only because when I put my bangs down, it kind of covers it up a little bit, and because I'm dark-haired and brunette, it wouldn't look quite so bold as someone who may be having a little bit lighter hair. I don't know. Okay. So now I'm going to take my Behold. Did I bring that brush? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I'm going to take my Behold setting powder and put it underneath my eyes and then around on my face. All of our foundation, like I said before, is a liquid that turns to a powder, so I don't use powder, traditional powder. I just use a setting powder because it already turned into a powder. But if you felt like you needed extra coverage, you absolutely could get the powder and use that. It's phenomenal. I used to have some, and I actually just ran out. So I've just been using this, and I think it works okay. So it's translucent, so it won't. You don't have to pick out a special color. It's just one color, which is nice. So I've taken care of any of the fallout that might be there. I've got my eyes on, the rest of my face evened out. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to put some highlighter on and some powder blush, which is one of our special colors right now. It's, you know what, I'm going to try the BB cream. I have not tried it yet, but I want to use the BB cream. I saw someone, I'm a video, I'm kind of obsessed with watching videos. Sound like somebody you know, Kel? And so I saw someone using the BB cream the other day, but she used a special applicator brush, and I don't have the applicator brush, and I'm kind of over using the sponges, so I kind of want to get that brush before I get the BB cream. So we'll see. So it's the Moodstruck Powder Blush in the color Spirited, and it's one of our special ones we came out this summer, but you can still get them. I highly recommend this particular color. It's a great color. It would be perfect on just about any skin tone. And then if you are kind of afraid of this darker color, we have a lighter color that is just as beautiful. They're kind of nice because they're iridescent just a little bit, but not overly obnoxious, I guess. So I just literally take my brush in one dip, find the middle of my cheekbone, and then come back. You want the Spirited, Kelly? You don't need much at all. It's really pigmented, and it's just a gorgeous color. And I'll put a little bit up here. Okay. We'll get you set up, Cal. Okay. And then I'm going to actually take our a la mode powder luminizer in the color Benevolent. And Millie's kind of dug. She kind of dug into this when I wasn't paying attention, so it's not the cleanest thing ever. But it's a highlighter. Now we have highlighter sticks, which I'm told are amazing. I have not tried those either, but I will have to. Sorry. But this is an illuminizer. Can you see kind of how it shimmers? I'm going to put a little bit of that just to kind of highlight. I don't really contour. You can contour with this. I'm not much on a contour person, but so I'm just going to grab a little bit. I'm going to make my brush kind of elongated. And then I'm just going to sweep that down my nose and on the end. And I'm going to put a little bit just above where I put my blush. Can you see that a little bit? It's not overly crazy, just a little bit. And then I'll put some on right there and right there. So it gives you a nice little glow. And I'm going to take my kabuki brush and I'm just going to kind of blend those both together. Now, I have gone over, I just want to keep this straight. I've gone over using the Glorious Primer and the Touch Liquid Foundation, excuse me, that new eye primer and the concealer. I have used the new Moodstruck Addiction Palette in the Anniversary. I used Devout as that gray shimmer as a transition color. And then I used the Splurge Cream Shadow in Whimsical first. And then I patted carefully Immense over top of the Splurge. And then I highlighted with Beaming. Okay. Now I've used the Moodstruck Powder Blush in Spirited, and then I used the a la mode luminizer, powder luminizer in Benevolent. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish up my eyes using the Epic Mascara. I'm not going to put eyeliner on, although I think I am going to add. I'm going to put a little bit of this Whimsical underneath my eyes. I just thought about this. I'm going to take my cream shadow brush again. I can't see this, and neither can you. Sorry. Right along the bottom of my lash line. To kind of bring those two together. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Just a little bit. Millie's actually being really good. Okay. Can you see that? Just gives it a little more color, a little more life. And then I'm going to put my mascara on, okay? Any questions so far? Anything you need to know? Curious about? Questions about product-wise? I'm an open book, ladies. Okay, so the Epic Mascara is our one-step mascara. We just came out with it this summer, and it is amazing. Now, I use it with, in addition to the Esteem Lash Serum to help grow and thicken my lashes. At nighttime, I try and wipe off my face, put that on before I go to bed. You can use it twice a day if you really want to. I don't like wearing it during the day. But you just put it on mid-lash to the tip, and you put 2 swipes on the back, 2 swipes on the front, and you're done. Very little product, and I've had mine since the summer, and I don't even think I've begun to make a dent in the tube. This also helps curl your lashes without curling your lashes, but if anybody knows what it's like to have new lash growth, they don't curl up naturally. So I'm going to, yeah, it really is. I'm going to curl my lashes just a little bit. Excuse me. So then you can really see them when I put my mascara on, okay? And my sister, Amanda, would die if she saw me doing this. She insists that you have to warm your curler up before you curl your lashes, but I don't have time for that, so. So, Bum Bum, if you're watching, I'm sorry. She started chemo today. Poor baby. I'm going to post, per Kelly, I'm going to post a few videos that we did this summer. That I didn't want to keep posting just because I figured people wouldn't want to necessarily watch us do the same. But they're funny. She's funny. So I'm going to post those on some of my party sites today because they are kind of funny and they're instructional. You can learn something from them. And I might even put another tips and trick one on that we did this summer, early fall, too, which is good tips too. Okay, so back to mascara. I'm going to do my best to do this. Better turn the magnifying. Kelly, you wait till you're 40. My eyes went to crap this year. My thyroid went to crap this year. Okay. You can, all of our mascaras, well, I shouldn't say all of them, both of our mascaras are buildable. So what that means is you can put coat after coat after coat on as you see fit to get the look that you want without a whole lot of clumping or any issue with the product. I'm a wiggler. It's taken me quite a while not to shimmy up. So if you see me shimmy, it's just because I can't help myself. So I tried to blink through it. But once a wiggler, always a wiggler, I think. So technically, I guess you could say that's 2 coats. And I'm really bad at showing mascara. I don't know if it's the way I look into the camera or if it's because I just don't have the good, I don't know. So that's technically 2 coats. Now, if you wanted to, you could take the 3D mascara and add 3D mascara on top of that and really kind of extend your lashes even further. I'm going to go ahead and put some on the bottom, and I try and swoop them so they come out and over so that they kind of elongate that direction. It kind of gives the illusion that your eyes are actually bigger and wider than they are. I guess it's okay to wiggle on the bottom, right? Okay, so there's the bottom. I'll do the other side real quick. See? Wiggle. I was wiggling. Can't even help myself. Okay, so there's 1 coat versus 2 coats. 2 coats on this side, 1 on that side. Still pretty amazing. I love that it's 1 step, and you get such good results just from 1 step. I like the 3D too. That's our flagship product, and then when I want to go crazy, like if I were to wear this to an evening out, to a concert, or to, you know, like a Christmas party or something, I would add 1 layer of this, and then I would put the 3D. I'd probably put 2 or 3 coats of the 3D on and end up topping it off with Epic, and my eyelashes would be enormous. But since it's just Taco Tuesday, okay, so there's the 2. I'm going to put them on my bottom lashes. Again, I try and make them go that direction. And there you have it. I'll end up with, how's this? We will put on, I'll put on a little Prudent lip pencil for a neutral lip. Now you can use a liner to line your entire lips, and then just put like you can put lip gloss over it. I usually put a heavier line on and then just kind of smoosh my lips together, and then I'll top it with some Lip Hottie when I'm all done, and then it will plump my lips and look like lip gloss. So we've gone over the anniversary palette, the basics for your skin. They say the Flawless 4, which would be the primer, the foundation, the concealer, and then the brush, one or the other brushes you can use, which is the Flawless 4, which comes in a bundle too. You can get that. And then I went over the anniversary palette and cream shadow. And and then finish it off with mascara. So, awesome. You need some Taco Tuesday in your life. Well, girl, you know how to make tacos. Can you get that stuff? I would assume you can get that stuff anywhere, right? Maybe you should make tacos. Make it Taco Wednesday since your Tuesday's almost over. You can make, or Fajita Friday. So it doesn't look too scary, right? You can do this. Let me see if I can take my bangs down without them looking like awful. See what I mean with the dark hair? Not bad. See, it doesn't even look like... I could do a daytime look like this. That's not bad. Yeah, I kind of like it. I might have to do this again tomorrow. Maybe I can do that too. Maybe I'll do this tomorrow. I'll use the Dazzling instead of the Immense, the greener one. I'll do that. I'll try that one tomorrow. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. If you feel like this is something you're not quite ready for, or you'd like to try it and just kind of give it a... Oh, thanks for my bangs. If you have questions, you want answers, you are more than welcome to messenger me or comment below and I'll messenger you back. That's fine. Or if you want any of these products, just write it below in the comments and I will be happy to get those to you. Okay? Thanks for watching. I hope I answer some questions and have a great day.